Alright guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So, right fast, some news information for you. Yes, Yemen knocked out a U.S. drone today. Yeah, should be a pop-up there for you guys. That is the Houthis. Shot it out of the air. Now, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on with this, and this is why we always talk about preparedness, because we are worried that this could escalate into a World War III scenario. With all the stuff going on with Ukraine and Russia, with Israel and Hamas, Houthis, Yemen, Iran. Yeah. So the Houthis are backed by Iran, by the way, guys. Right now the discussion is where this drone was when it got knocked out of the air. Some are saying that, and it's still being reviewed. There's nobody actually has the correct information yet because it has not been released to the public. But it's what's being said. They're checking to see if it was knocked out of the air over international waters, or was it knocked over the Yemen airspace. So, don't know yet, but just shows the escalation is constantly going. Now, the Houthis actually knocked out 2 of our U.S. drones. I believe it was in 2019, if I remember correctly. Should be a pop-up there for you guys. So it's not the first time. But with everything going on, we have more and more military equipment being moved in that area. One, ships, all right? My belief and opinion, we are staging up and preparing to go to war. You know, I keep on seeing the stuff with Iran, all right? And we've covered this before about Iran's nuclear weapons program and stuff, and we've done videos on this in the past. So it seems like every time, now, every couple months they'd come up with a new story from the government, the U.S. government, about how we need to keep an eye on Iran. They're like 60% of being able to make a nuclear weapon. Yeah, we knew it was going to be coming sooner or later. And now we have this. In my opinion, yeah, they were going after Iran. That's what I believe. But to each their own on that. My concern is that this will escalate into a much larger conflict. And there's just too many pieces out there. Things can happen. And global war start. So what I wanted to encourage you guys to do. 1, keep up with news and information. Absolutely. But when you see it, don't freak out. What you need to be doing is stocking up. Okay? Getting canned goods, dry goods, alternative power. Medication, all right, fuel, okay, you know, gasoline for generators, camp fuel, propane, stuff like that. Put that stuff back. If you've been prepping for a while, you're probably already sitting good on that. I'd recommend going in there and making sure all of the holes are filled in your preps, okay? If this goes and pops off in a major conflict, you're not going to be able to go to the store and get what you need. Oh, at the very beginning, maybe get ready to pay 3 to quadruple the amount of what the original price was. So buy now while the buying's good. Don't panic buy. Okay, no sense in that. If you're prepping, you don't have to panic buy. The panic buy is going to come from people that freak out because they don't do anything until everything happens at once. Just like the scandemic, all right, the plandemic there. Everybody's freaking out, fighting over toilet paper. We as preppers weren't. We already had our stuff. And of course, being a prepper, society, mainstream and stuff like that, from news organizations, are going to crucify us and say that we're behind all the shortages. Right now, there's no major shortage, and we buy up and stock up. We use our hard-earned money and stock up supplies. So I don't see how we're causing any shortage, because somebody was either going to buy it or it's going to hit a dumpster somewhere. Yeah. Word of caution. When you buy canned goods and stuff, guys, put it in a rotational stock. I keep getting emails and reading comments, well, my food went bad. My food went bad. Well, one, this here, it's got a Best By date. That is a Best By date of the best tasting, yada yada. It's just to sell more products, all right? Stored correctly, canned goods and dry goods can last a very long time, okay? It all just depends on how you're storing it. Climate control is key. You don't want fluctuating temperature on canned food. But with that being said, you rotate it out. In other words, you stock up many different locations. Don't put them all in one. Don't just have all your food in one spot. So if you have a house fire or something major happens and all your preps in one location, you lose it all. But you eat this stuff. When you pull from the back, you pull from the front here. I'm going to use that. And we move everything out. Rotate it out. New stuff goes in the far back when we go to the store and buy more. You'll never hit an expiration date. You won't even hit a Best By date doing it that way. This is why I always say stockpile food that you eat. If you don't like chili, don't buy chili. I will say this much. If you are starving, you're going to love you some chili. Alright guys, please be safe out there. Continue to be prepping. We are going to be keeping an eye on this whole U.S. drone being knocked out of the sky. Again, my belief is that it's just going to be a precursor to a major conflict. Alright guys, speak to y'all later.